Hello, hello, and happy Monday. Here we are again. Another moon day presents itself. And I have to say, I haven't been able to keep up the regularity with which I used to do my Monday meditations. And that's for lots of reasons. Some of it is because I'm doing a lot more work now in terms of the hours of the day in which I'm taking up doing this healing work. And it's taking me some interesting places. And so it's also because sometimes I've been doing my own healing work. So, like, for example, after the nature retreat, I had quite a deep week of healing and release. And that was really important for me to lean into that. The other thing is, I've had some Reiki master classes going on, and they run on a Monday. And the timing of the one this particular week ago, meant that I was starting at 6 in the morning. And so that really didn't allow for much time. And then I had clients in the evening. So yes, it's been busy, and that's wonderful, because part of what I really understood on that nature retreat is the marriage between what my beliefs have always been about there being this potential for a new way of living and being on earth that promotes peace in its highest vibration, to be available for all of us, and for us all together to bring down that vibration onto planet and build whatever that new reality looks like. So we had a little bit of a taste and a slice of that on that nature retreat with Tim Wild and Kirsty Jandrell. And I talked about that a little bit when I first got back. And of course, I'm going to keep continuing to share my thoughts and feelings around that, and how I view and see that, because I've come to understand that this wasn't just a wild notion of mine. It is a very shared collective ambition by many, many souls. And one thing I do know is the way that I am bringing that down through me in the work that I do, and many different people are bringing it down in so many different ways. But part of the way and the path that I have connected with is through the Reiki classes that I teach. So the Reiki classes and the Reiki sessions. So that's something that really came true to me, that every time we're working in a Reiki class, the people who are showing up are just so much wanting to do that healing on themselves, ready to gently open up with Holy Fire and let the Holy Fire cleanse those areas where there is any tension in their body, and help to bring more deeper regulation to their nervous system, and a greater sense of peace within their body, and a greater sense of ease, and a softening of the hearts and an opening of the heart, so that we begin to trust in that vibration of love and the vibration of peace, and to create from a vibration of liberation, which is very empowering. And of course, those are the qualities that the Holy Fire help us to step into, as they release all of the fear and the guilt and the shame, and help us to step into a simple space of being able to love ourselves completely and more wholly, so that we can show up and create balance and a sense of peace within our homes, within ourselves first. And that naturally spreads into our homes and into our environments, and of course into our relationships and the people we meet, and slowly that spreads. So there's lots to talk about on that. That opens up so many big thoughts and conversations. But the clearest one for me, that the way I understand it, is that the way isn't the important part, how we get to a new reality, so much as our ability to hold ourselves in a space where peace within our body, and a sensation of continual loving flow, and regulating and managing and moving through our emotions with calm, diligent, observational intent, is the way that we are able to birth that reality within ourselves. And if we can anchor ourselves into that space, then we stand a really good chance of bringing that through in everything that we do. And of course, part of working with a holy fire is it's a beautiful authenticator. It really clears away any of the masks and the layers that we've maybe placed on ourselves in order to feel okay and culturally accepted within societal norms and within the environments in which we live, work, and breathe and play. And so when we work with the holy fire, it helps us to align with our own path, the path that our soul came down to live on this planet in this lifetime. It also helps to cleanse and purify all those timelines and past lives and current issues, belief systems that maybe are holding us in a stuck space where fear is pervasive still, and where we don't have the belief in ourselves or the belief in possibilities and potentials for ourselves and the world. And of course, that's really big right now because there are so many reasons not to believe everything if you look towards the external sources. So it's so important to do the inner work and really tune into your own feelings and stay truly connected to nature right now. Because nature, Mother Nature, when we tune into her and her cycles and her natural ebbing and flowing, just continually flows regardless of what else is coming. She doesn't allow herself, it's just not even on her ability, because she's so present, to actually get caught up in other things. So she can help us to hold that vibration too. So with the holy fire really connects us to our purpose. And if we also then have that ability to create that sense of space and peace within us, then when we go about our purpose that we gently get shown every day with more and greater clarity, that leads us to what that new way of being on planet, the new systems, the new way that we will relate to one another, what that actually looks like. And the best way when we're bringing anything onto planet that wanted to manifest is not to get too caught up in what it looks like. When we're manifesting, we're really creating from a space of beauty and empowered self. And we're drawing all that into our lovely little sacral chakras and then allowing it to flow out of us in a vibration. The more we surrender it, we just sense the feelings of what it's like. And when we then surrender that, we actually, and have gratitude that it has already arrived, we actually bring it in. So these are powerful, powerful ways to access a sense of liberation and peace for all on planet. And we don't need to know the whys. We just need to do the being. And that's what Reiki helps us with. So, that's me sharing my path, and I will put this across in so many different ways, I can tell already. But it might just help you to understand a little bit about why sometimes you may be drawn to doing more nature-related experiences, or even if you're starting to have a little bit of a calling to do something different, or why sometimes you're really drawn into doing more purposeful ambitions. It might just help you to understand that there is a reason for that. And if anything around this raises your curiosity or you're interested, then please do drop me a message. I'll be very happy to explain it, or just follow and see what unfolds here. For your personal journey, Reiki is a beautiful way to access that. And the holy fire is a powerful form of Reiki that is deeply liberating. And it is also deeply empowering. So it's a lovely energy to work with if you are working and living in an environment that feels quite toxic, or, just you find it hard to see the wood for the trees within it, or you're maybe a bit uncertain about whether it is where you're meant to be. And all those things are really natural right now, especially with the pervasive kind of news stories and the external kind of stories that are always being propagated and thrown around at us, which can be deeply unsettling. So Reiki helps us to hold our center in that space. And it also teaches us to know where we need to be and when, and where it is most important that we are in each moment, and to listen to that no matter what. And that's really important too. And that's something that I learn by degrees more and more every day. And the more of this work I do, the more certain it becomes for me. So that's my wish for all of you. Now, I'm here doing it with Reiki. There are so many other ways to connect. And as much as Reiki is a big part of my path and a big part of the how I'm connecting and bringing in to help to birth in that new reality, there is also, I work with, I do regular earth connection, sacred site tours and retreats where we do go and sit and work with very strongly guided intentions as to what we are bringing into those spaces. And I also, of course, the main stay of my work alongside the Reiki is my work with horses, who in themselves are pure, liberated beings who are in their very essence here to help to bring that level of healing in. So that not everyone is drawn to horses. So there's a certain amount where some people, you may feel the Reiki is more your vibe, and other people who where the horses and that sense of liberation and power that the horse brings is something that calls to you. Even if you've had no experience with horses, that's not the essential part. It's just whether you're called to feel the vibration of that horse energy. And then, of course, aside from me, there are just gazillions of other ways that you can connect and feel that power and step into your peace. And so it's a lot about, right now, it's a time to really tune into yourself and be really honest about where you are drawn to show up. Notice where places are bringing you deeper into your ease and where places are making you feel more trapped. And then pay attention to that so that you can choose wisely in each moment. And that is not about judging different places, because sometimes places can feel different in different days. It's just about knowing where you're guided to be. And that will also guide you toward the healing modality that feels right for you, that's spiritually aligned, that helps you with your purpose. And, if you're not sure about that, then sure, do come and check out Reiki with me, because Reiki can certainly help to open that up within you. Meanwhile, just sending lots of love and hugely good, strong blessings for this week. And I look forward to when I come on and share more of this story. Lots of love. Have a beautiful week, everybody.